I'm Maria Alberts and I'm the branch secretary of Unison for the Gated Healthcare branch at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. Unison is a trade union that fights for people's rights. We're not just there for disciplinaries or hearings or sicknesses. We are there to we just fight for people's rights. We're the only trade union to have a welfare. Our welfare is like a safety blanket around the members where we can offer financial help to the members. For sickness, we can offer them rehabilitation. So we do a vast variety. And also we have, within our trade union, we have sub-groups. So we have women's groups where we fight for women's rights, LGBT plus, and we have the black members. We have disability as well. So under that blanket and umbrella, we fight for a lot of rights. Now, for the first time ever, we're getting a woman in as chief exec. She starts in June, so that would be good. We've never ever had a woman, so I think it's the way forward. So at the minute, in the leaderships at the top, the majority is women. So it's really good, because to me, when I first come to the NHS, it was always like boys, jobs for the boys. But equally there's women out there that can do it as well, so it'll be good. I think if somebody's doing exactly the same work, why shouldn't they be paid the same? Regardless sex, creed, they deserve to get that pay. They're working just as hard. There's still a long way to go for the pay gap, a very long way. I know that the new chief exec that's coming into our organisation is taking £150,000 pay cut to what the last male chief exec got. So that's quite big. To be fair as well, there was a bit of criticism because it's only a small trust and that they had given themselves a big pay rise anyway, but it's a huge amount differential in figure, We have a Subco, which is a subsidiary company which the trust own. Now over in this company, we've got a two-tier workforce, because you've got Chippy staff that's gone over there from the actual NHS, and then you've got people that's come into the actual private company, and the pay difference is 12% difference, which causes a lot of conflict, because people are saying, well, I'm doing the same work as them, but on less money than them, and I'm working just as hard as them, so why aren't I getting the same amount of wages as them? So you can understand that, and I have said to the management over there that as a trade union we will be fighting to get a singleized harmonisation of pay over there, because it's the right thing to do. So we'd never let up on that, and we've told them that, and we've spoken about it to MPs. The MP Liz Twist, she took it to the House of Commons and spoke about it there, and we will endeavour continue the fight until we get that singleised harmonisation of pay, because I think it's very important. I can remember when I first come to work here, there was only a handful of people, so when they sent round the questionnaires to fill in, I used to say, well, as soon as I put down what origin I'm from, you're going to know it's me, so you say it's confidential, but you'll know it's me. I think we're doing a lot more within the region. We have a lot of really good BME people that's coming through across the board, which is, we've never had that before. So whether people have got more confidence to know that they can do that, because often enough you would get pushed back. And I'll use myself as an example. I was heavily involved in education, and the role that I was doing was 2 bands lower than what my white counterpart was doing prior. When it come to the end of the project, I wanted to go for a job, but I was told that I couldn't go for that job because I couldn't do my union work. So I stayed where I am in the lower job. We don't seem to have anybody that I can think of in leadership roles within the NHS and within my trust. And what I've been told is it's not a case you can't just give a person that job. They've got to be able to do that job, which is fair comment, but I have been reassured that they do look at all nomination forms that do come in, so hopefully we might get some leaders. Well, obviously, like the suffragettes from many years ago who one for a better word, broke that glass ceiling and made the way forward for women, because it was always that cliche where women should be just tied at the kitchen sink, and wrongly so, because women aren't just there to bring up children and just stay in their homes. A lot of women have now come out there, got education, and just thrived on various jobs. So yes, I do think that it's been a hard mold to crack. Football, women's football, now that's taken off. It took a long time for that to be taken off, because you would get men that would say awful things to them, but why can't they do that sport? To me, balance for better is to get the balance right, because at the minute you've got men up here and women are here. A long time ago it used to be women down here and men up there, so you just need to get it to come up to here rather than here. There's still a way to go until that comes. You've got the thing regarding pensions. Men get the bigger pension than what a woman gets. Now I think that's wrong. You should have equal. There's a lot of work to continue to happen to break that ceiling until we have the equality across the board.